What's up, people? How you all doing? Well, if you're like me, you can't stand hearing any more about climate change. You can't stand it. I can't stand hearing about it anymore. And for the last couple of days, I've been opening Twitter and seeing tweets from the great Louisa Neubauer, which for those of you who don't live in Germany or maybe in Europe might not know who she is. She is one of the leaders or the front women for the Fridays for Future movement, the same movement that Greta Thunberg is part of. She gets invited to all these talk shows to spout her wisdom about climate change, which she obviously either doesn't know anything about or she's just flat out lying to everybody. Either one is not good, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody out here is treating this girl like she's some sort of oracle. And, basically she's just a spoiled little rich bitch that has extra time on her hands to basically screw with the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? If people like her had their way, we would all be out of cars right now. We wouldn't be allowed to eat meat. You know what I'm saying? She would have a green dictatorship set up before you could clap twice. And I don't really think that any adult with a brain should be taking their cues on how to speak properly or what planned economy means from this snotty little rich privileged bitch that doesn't obviously have any life experience whatsoever, but is trying to teach the rest of us how we need to be living according to her standards. So that's one thing. Now, not only am I not going to let a confused little girl dictate my life as an adult. That I'm not going to do. Not her, not anybody, not Greta Thunberg. I don't care if she is autistic or has one brain cell or two, or I don't care. I don't care how handicapped she is. I don't care how young she is. It does not matter to me. Her shit is not worth listening to. And there's one big reason why these people should be disregarded as hucksters, as grifters. They're grifting off a cause that they don't personally believe in. Climate change is not important for these people, and I'm going to tell you one major reason why. First of all, the biggest reason is if these people are really so scared for their future, if they're really so scared for the future of their children, if they're really so frightened about the world ending, then they should all be pushing as hard as they can and advocating as hard as they can for nuclear-powered energy. Why? Because it is the only option that is available to us at the moment that is completely CO2 neutral. If the climate and the CO2 output were really that big of a problem and really that big of a threat, then nuclear power is the one and only answer we have for it at the moment. There are no battery storage capabilities for renewable energies that are worth anything. That's one. So continuing to put money into renewable energy, continuing to build windmills and solar panels are not the solution, because it will not work until there is battery capacity. Every fucking buddy knows this. Even the people who are not really, all in on the climate change thing, everybody knows this. Everybody also knows that unless China and India and countries like that decide to arrange their countries in the same fashion as we do here in Germany or in Europe on this climate change issue, that no matter what we do here, it will not make a dent in stopping the climate change from happening. None. Zero. So all of this is a big fucking waste of time. And the main thing is, if it really is such a drama, if it really is so dangerous and it's, the end of the planet is on the lure, well, then these people would be advocating for nuclear power, not advocating against it. And I know the only argument that exists against nuclear power is, well, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Well, so is driving a fucking car. Every day when you get in your car, you are running the risk that you're going to get in an accident, kill yourself, or somebody's going to kill you. It's just in the cards. But we all choose to drive anyway because the benefits far outweigh the risks. And that's the same thing with today's technology and nuclear energy. Today's technology on nuclear energy is much, much safer, and in countries like Europe, much better regulated than in countries like Japan or, maybe in Russia at the time that Chernobyl happened. And so these technologies are old. We are also not on a fault line for tsunamis. I think that the benefits of nuclear power, if the climate change thing was really a problem, then the benefits of nuclear power would far outweigh the risks, because it would stop the climate change issue. We could use the nuclear power for as long as we have to until some sort of battery storage capacity is invented for the renewable energies, and this is the way out of the CO2 problem. But yet, these people don't want to use it. So, to me, that's the same thing as being on an airplane, and somebody tells you, hey, the airplane is crashing, here's a parachute. And you believe that the airplane is crashing. You don't feel it crashing. You don't know for sure it's crashing, but somebody else told you it is. And now you're faced with a dilemma. If you really believe the plane is crashing, then you would use the parachute. But if you're the person that says, no, the parachute's too dangerous, I might die, then you either don't believe the plane is crashing, or you're a fucking idiot. I mean, that's it. Then you're an idiot. Then you're a fucking idiot. And that's the thing with this nuclear power shit. Nuclear power is the solution against the CO2 output, and these dumb, dim-witted fucking idiots like Louisa Neubauer, like I'm going to take any cues from this bitch, you know what I'm saying, is telling us that no, it's dangerous. No, it's dangerous. The government, oh, it's dangerous. No. Nuclear power, no. No, it's better for everybody else just to lose their cars, lose the ability to eat meat. It's better for the government to cram down communist rules on everybody in the name of climate change. In Ireland, they're getting ready to slaughter 200,000 cows for no reason, based on this stupid climate change shit that apparently the people that are front running it don't fucking believe in anyway. You know, Barack Obama was our big climate change president in the States, and he has a $12 million house. How he got that as president, who knows? Who knows, right? It's weird how these people get into office and they get out millionaires. But he bought a $12 million house on the water at Martha's Vineyard. If these people believe their own bullshit, they wouldn't be buying $12 million properties on oceanfront property if in the next 10 years that shit's gonna flood. So they're lying, people. They're fucking lying. And all this emotional shit is working for everybody because everybody's lost their ability to think. Everybody just emotes all their shit all the time. They're all emoting. Everything's about emotions and how we feel about everything. But fuck reality, fuck critical thinking. Nope, it's just how things make me feel. That's the new reality. Well, it may be your new reality, but it's fucking up reality for the rest of us that have a brain cell left at least. You know what I mean? These people are ridiculous people. And, you know, another way to look at the climate change problem, if you want to know how serious the climate change thing is, then follow what insurance adjusters are doing. So insurance companies are still insuring massively major beachfront properties all over the world. Big hotels, big houses, they're still giving insurance coverage for that. And their business model is also based on predictive models. That's what they do. That's what insurance companies do. They use predictive modeling, like the people that are spewing about climate change are doing. It's the same thing. It's looking in a crystal ball and kind of guessing that you can, and telling everybody that you can see the future. That's what insurance companies do, and that's what these climate change activists and all these people that believe in this crazy climate change insanity, that's what they're doing. And so predictive modeling of insurance companies goes completely against the predictive modeling of these climate activists. And insurance companies, I better believe it, they're there for their bottom fucking line. If they believed that in the next 10 years the ocean is going to rise enough to be able to wipe out these beachfront properties, and the people in the global south are going to drown or die from heat exhaustion or from too much heat and no rain. If they believe that shit, they would not be insuring anything close to beachfront properties or hotels being built on the water. And so you can follow that trend to kind of know where the climate change thing is going. Don't listen to just one side. Use your own fucking brain, people. You don't need to be a fucking biologist or an endocrinologist or any shit to figure out what's going on here.